Metmo, which stands for Metal in Motion, is known for making high-quality metal gadgets, and we've reviewed a few of them on this channel before. Well, they recently sent over the Metmo driver to us to check out. They say it's the most satisfying driver in the world, and we'll be seeing if that's the case in this video. I'll put links in the description below so you can take a look at everything that we talk about so you can check it out for yourself. The Metmo driver takes the ratcheting screwdriver design by Conrad Baumann in the early 1900s and puts a modern twist on it. And what it's like is taking a screwdriver and a ratcheting socket wrench, smash them together, and you get the Metmo driver. They launched the product using crowdfunding and raised over $1.5 million to bring it to life. Now that's not a surprise because Metmo has ran many successful crowdfunding campaigns on Kickstarter and Indiegogo in the past, and that's where these came from. Now the first thing you'll notice when you start playing with the ratcheting part is it is very snappy, and the open design allows you to see the ratcheting mechanism, which does make it pretty satisfying and fun to play with just on your desk if you're moving around, but it's also a useful tool, and let's try it out. Starting with a Phillips tip and a Phillips head screw, we will put this in using the ratcheting portion in the forward position. And you can see it goes in very well with that ratcheting, just like any sort of ratcheting socket wrench set that you would have. Now, if you want to try a larger screw, such as a power lag that I have here, and I switched out the bit, you can use it just the same, but I can't really turn it at this point because it's in here and it's really hard. Well, it has this handy dandy handle that comes out, and then you can do downward force from the top and use this just like a wrench and be able to tighten it up. And you can see the force that's getting put on this. It's a lot of force. This thing feels very solid, and I don't feel like I'm gonna break it in the process, which is good because this is a pricey little tool. Now we've done a small screw, a lag, now a drill bit with this method as well. So you gotta get it started first before the ratcheting will really catch on to it. And once the ratcheting catches on, then we can use the mechanism there. And it drills just fine. Now if you're wondering how much force can you put on this, they say it can go up to 70 Newton meters, which is a lot of force and plenty to put in screws and drill and do quite pretty much anything I want to do with a hand tool of this size. Besides these features, I did find another hidden within it. Before I get to that, make sure to drill that like and subscribe button so you can watch more videos just like this one. If you move the handle over and unscrew the end cap, there is a location to place some bits inside the handle. You can put up to 5 in there. Something that has to be true if you're gonna claim that this is the world's most satisfying driver is the fit and finish has to be spot on because it needs to be smooth, precision machined, and look flawless with no burrs, because you're gonna have this on your desk, you're gonna have it in your pocket, and that matches the description of this very well. It looks great, it's smooth to the touch, it's even well balanced with the handle portion on it that folds over. Great job, Metmo. Now, if you've liked what you've seen, but you want a smaller version of this, you're in luck because if you hurry right now and go to the link in the description below, they have a Kickstarter campaign still running when I post this video for the Metmo Pocket Driver. And it's basically just a more compact version of the Metmo driver. So go take a look at that. My favorite version is the silver looking one. I believe it's stainless steel. That thing looks awesome. No review would be complete without sharing some pros and cons after using the Metmo driver. First up is a con. If you want a screwdriver, there is a cheaper way to get a screwdriver, and that's to buy a screwdriver. This is pretty pricey for a basic tool. So if all you want is functionality and you're gonna just chuck it in your toolbox, this is probably not for you. But the pro is if you want a desk toy, something to put out there, if you want something fancy on your workbench, or if you want something that's just satisfying to use, and you like kind of the older fashioned look and working of tools, this one is for you, and that would be a pro. Another con that I found while using this, if you fold the handle over one direction, the pin can interfere with the handle as it's ratcheting if you go past perpendicular. Now what you can do is just fold the handle over the other direction always, and the pin cannot interfere with it whatsoever. For the last pro, this thing can do something that my screwdriver can't do and my ratcheting socket wrench set can't do. And it combines those two together. So you can get the downward force that you can get on a screwdriver, but a screwdriver is really not good for torque. It hurts your hands, you need to wear gloves to really get that torque on there. But you can also get that torque that you can get on a ratcheting socket wrench set with that downward force that you can't get with a ratcheting socket set. So it really combines the best of both worlds, and that is awesome.